Welcome back to Easy Vegetarian. Our first recipe of our breakfast food episode, spinach quiche, is in the oven. So we're going to go ahead and start on our banana oatmeal bread.
Yeah, it's going to be delicious. And so what we want to do is we want to keep our oven at 350 degrees just with the quiche. And it'll just preheat, get going. We're going to grease a 9x5 it says, but we have these pans, it'll do. So we're just going to use one of them actually. We're going to grease it and set it aside. Then we will get our shortening and eggs and sugar. So for the shortening, we're going to measure out a half a cup. And then for the sugar, we will measure out 1 cup.
For this first part of the bread, you cream together the shortening, sugar, and then slowly add in eggs and vanilla to make that first fluffy mixture.
Yes. This always reminds me of me and my grandma cooking because she always uses the shortening.
Crisco?
Yes. But it is always good. And everything. Okay, so that should be good. Just level it off with your spatula. It should be fine. And with the sugar, go for it. We're going to get the blender out as well. Get that all ready. I don't know if we mentioned this before, but 2 eggs. We will need that. And my grandma taught me a trick. It's the one-handed egg crack. Ooh, we'll get that out. There we go. She always taught me how to do that. It was pretty cool. There's this one as well.
Do we have our vanilla around here somewhere?
Yep, it's behind
there
there.
it is. Yep. Alrighty.
There's that right there. Excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
Make sure to wash your hands for the eggs because don't want any salmonella anywhere. That'd be bad.
The recipe calls for ½ teaspoon of vanilla. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. Add that a little bit in there. Okay. And so you're going to want to cream this together with a hand mixer.
Yep, we got the hand mixer right here. Get these all together. All right, here we go. Make sure to scrape the edges of the bowl so that you get everything together. There we go.
It reminds me of making cake or something.
Yeah, it does. And it's like a nice creamy color, so you get that all together. Mix it up a little bit.
After you cream this stuff together, we're going to start preparing our dry ingredients.
This is about ready, so we'll just go ahead and do it. That's a nice fluffy color, and it's going to be really great looking in the bread.
One of the most important ingredients in the banana oatmeal bread is a cup of oats. It gives your bread kind of a cool texture, and it's also really good for you to add the oats in there. So we'll start our dry ingredients with this cup of oatmeal.
You need a cup of flour as well. Mix it all together.
Baking soda, we're going to need a little bit of this. 1 teaspoon of baking soda.
And cinnamon, we're going to need a ½ teaspoon of cinnamon. So I have a 4, so I'm going to put 2 in. But it'll give it a little flavor, a little texture. It'll be good with the oats and everything.
And then we're gonna add a little bit of salt. I've got about 1/4 teaspoon, which you can just eyeball.
And then for the bananas, we're gonna mash them up.
Mashed bananas, so good. You want to mash the bananas up pretty fine, so that when you mix this into your batter, it kind of distributes itself throughout the bread.
I'll get these going.
Okay.
It'll be real good like that.
Another great thing about a bread like this is you can get a little creative with it. You could add some chopped nuts in here if you wanted, chocolate chips maybe. You could mix it up by using wheat flour instead of white, or different sweetener. Whatever you prefer, you can kind of make it your own, and make it to your family's tastes as well. When my mom makes banana bread, she always adds a little bit of orange zest, which I always think is really good. So
Does she?
yeah, it's really good.
Oh.
She does the same with zucchini bread, and it makes it really good.
Oh, that's like a little twist.
Yeah.
Me and my dad have been we've been trying to master zucchini bread for years
I love
now.
zucchini
And
bread.
I mean, I think we pretty much got it down, but I love in zucchini bread when there's like a crust on the top of the bread, and it kind of is like a frosting kind of. Oh, it's so good like that.
It is.
The spoon is not in my favor.
Yeah. Mashing bananas is also a good thing for kids to do. So if your kids want to help in the kitchen, it's a good project. It's kind of a fun thing to do. So we've got our first batter that we created, and then we've got our dry ingredients here. So to the wet ingredients, I guess, we're going to start adding the dry ingredients and then mix in the bananas as well.
And we're gonna, it says alternate, mixing the bananas and the milk together, so it kind of gives it a little balance with both.
Now it's starting to smell like cake too.
Oh, yum. Looks good. This looks so good. I love mashed bananas. I don't know why. They're just great.
So our batter's starting to thicken a little bit. Another great thing about making breakfast bread is you can prepare it on the weekends or whenever you have time, and then just keep it in the fridge or keep it on the counter and slice it up as you need it. So if your family needs breakfast on the go, you can just have a slice and take it with you. It's a lot healthier than like a Pop-Tart or something like that. And it's fun to home make it, and then you can use it for a while. You can also double or triple this recipe to make several loaves to give as gifts, or to keep in the freezer until you want to use them again.
So I'm gonna measure out 1/4 cup of milk, and is that about ready?
Yeah. You can start adding the milk and bananas into here.
I'm dripping a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna add. Yeah, you can add the milk before we add some more dry ingredients.
I'll do alternate.
Okay.
So
I'll mix. You
alternate
can add.
that. Cool. But the bananas, they look like this?
Like baby food, kind of.
Yes.
Good baby.
But good baby food. And they're kind of a little chunky yet, and that's okay. I mean, it'll be really good that way because you can taste the bananas and it'll get in the bread.
In the bread,
really
it's
good.
really good that way.
So like, I mean, it gives it a little texture and flavor, and it'll be great.
Yeah.
That looks good.
I know. It's looking really good.
Because it's really cinnamony, you know? You can see the cinnamon.
Yeah. The texture is really cool. The oatmeal also adds cool texture to it.
Yeah. We add the rest of that.
Okay.
We'll put the bananas in here with the milk. Put this back.
Whenever I cook with oatmeal too, I just feel like I'm being extra healthy for some reason.
And if you add fruit, it's even better.
It's even better, exactly.
It looks good. About ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Add this guy. Add a little this guy.
Oh, the banana smells so good.
Just keep on doing that until all of it is mixed in together.
Ooh, it's nice and thick.
How's it going?
Good. It's hard to stir it.
Okay, rest of the banana. Here it comes.
The recipe calls for about 1.5 cups of banana, but you can add or subtract depending on what you like. Or say if you're going to add nuts to this recipe, scale back on the banana a little bit and then add your nuts or chocolate chips or whatever.
That'd be good.
You could even add craisins or raisins to this recipe.
Even better.
Make it your own. My dad loves raisins, and so whenever we make cookies or bread, he's always like, hey, can we throw some raisins in there? So for him, we could add some raisins to this.
That'd be great. Awesome.
Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. The oatmeal and the bananas makes it really thick and delicious. All right, so we've greased our pan.
So and here.
Yeah, now we can just add our
batter. We're going to pour it all in there?
Yeah.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
This pan looks like it'll be just about the right size. You could even make muffins with this too.
Oh, that's true.
Instead of the loaf of bread, you could make muffins, which would also be really easy, you know, for breakfast on the go or whatever.
That'd be really good.
Yeah.
That'd be real good. And this is going to be super thick too, so it'll be nice and dense and really good as you cut into it.
Yeah. Scrape out my batter here. And like we said earlier, our oven was already preheated to 350 for our spinach quiche. So when we stick this in the oven, it'll be all good to go.
Yes, it'll be really good.
You need to bake this bread for 60 minutes and check on it throughout. But as you get to the end, like we did with our quiche, you want to stick a knife in the middle to make sure the batter is done all the way through. And then once you take it out of the oven, you let it stand and cool for a little while before you serve it. Or like I said, you could stick these in the freezer to keep for later.
Okay. Awesome. We're going to stick this in the oven, and we're going to take a short break.
For this next little bit, we have another recipe from Recipe Talk, and we'll take a look at a sweet treat for you for our Recipe Talk this segment, frozen cranberry salad. For this cranberry salad, you'll need a package of fresh or frozen cranberries, some crushed pineapple, miniature marshmallows, whipped cream, sugar, and chopped walnuts. So it's very much a fruit-based salad, perfect for the summertime when it's warm outside. For the complete recipe for the cranberry walnut salad, check out easyvegetarian.wordpress.com and click on the recipes tab.
So while the quiche and banana oatmeal bread continue to bake, we'll be right back and begin the sweet treat that you can have for breakfast. These are simple yet quick and tasty breakfast meals that anyone can make. So stay tuned. You're watching Easy Vegetarian.